You have a hero that gains charges with his ultimate, like Shadow Demon, who gains 3 charges for his demonic purge. If you drop your axe before casting your ult the first time, then use Refresher, pick the axe back up, that you then have the 3 other purges for a total of 4 times. Same with Bloodseeker's Rupture, who then uses it initially, then gains bold charges from the axe upgrade, which then can be used 3 times. Rodon's ultimate won't start a cooldown for his Blink Dagger if he's attacked, since technically he doesn't take any damage. If Keeper of the Light uses his E on Kunkka, and then Kunkka attacks, it won't put Tidebringer on cooldown and will allow for a second attack of Tidebringer. If you find yourself in the off lane as Beastmaster, you can stack both this camp and the Ancient camp at 53 by throwing your axes at them. Storm's Axe upgrade lets him target Roche with his Vortex.
Here I come!
Morphling can create a hybrid of Meepo, which can then use Poof on any other Meepo, and any Meepo can also Poof onto that one. Spirit can pick up runes while in Ball Lightning.
Zip! Without a doubt! Over here now!
Took Storm Spirit out of his ultimate.
Zatam!
Aether Lens increases the vision given by Storm Spirit's Q.
Your top tower is under attack.
Gyrocopter can use Force Staff on his homing
I
missile.
dare you to run. Trajectory confirmed.
As Slark, you can use an Iron Branch to go into the Fog of War to activate your ult's regen.
And heed.
You can purge a Lion's Hex. Instead of double tapping Blink Dagger like you normally would to go back to base, you can press Alt and then press the bind for your Blink Dagger, and it will do just the same as double clicking it. Slark can't purge Disruption, but he can do damage through it with his Q. As Bloodseeker, you can Rupture Phoenix, and she can Supernova, but the Rupture will still persist even after Supernova is completed, and she will take damage on moving out of the Supernova. Most abilities have a fade time, like Bounty Hunter's Shadow Walk, and during that time, you can activate items like a TP scroll and TP back to base while invisible. As Tiny, you can use Avalanche and Toss at the same time to do double damage. If you're Darkseer and you think that your enemies might be rushing, you can use Vacuum up to this cliff to pull all of them up here. Frost Arrows, Glaives of Wisdom, and Burning Spears can all be right-clicked to always be active. Stroke Warlord in range mode with a Battle Fury. If you attack and then switch to melee mode, it does cleave damage to everybody in front of you. Blade Mail damage won't work on last hit effects like Necro's ultimate and Axe's ultimate.
First blood.
Axe will whittle them down.
Emperor's Chain doesn't land on a tree before you use him, the eagles won't count.
Yoink.
If Lion Mana drains an illusion that has a Lotus Orb on it, he will disperse the illusion but still have the Mana Drain buff on him. You use yourself before Void Chronos you, and as he Chronos you, you can then shift Q in action on your item to activate it before you land. With Kunkka, with Ags and Refresher, if you refresh your boat, they will be dragged to your secondary boat's position. Saj is the hero in Dota 2, just in case you didn't know. Come on people, pick him. Jungle creeps can stop Arc Warden's flux. If an enemy hero has Arc Warden's magnetic field in it, and Troll Warlord attacks with his range and then switches to melee, he will still miss the attack. As Bounty Hunter, you can attack during the fade time to gain the extra damage without breaking the invisibility. If you open wounds an enemy in Blade Mill, you will gain health for all the damage they take as Lifestealer. Shadow Fiend can deny Clockwork's cogs at the beginning of the game to gain souls, useful for helping him in the mid lane early on. Illusions don't break Smoke of Deceit. Clockwork can hook through Pitlord's W without being snagged by the stun. Blade is in Metamorphosis and uses Manta. His illusions will gain the buff from Metamorphosis, but they will go back to his normal melee range afterwards. But if Shadow Demon disrupts him, they won't transform and they will stay inside of Metamorphosis. He can tether through Pitlord's Pit of Malice, but he will get stunned and take the damage. Queuing in action can help speed up your actions a lot. Pugna can decrepify Undying's Tombstone. While Quap, if ruptured and you move a single unit forward and then blink, you won't take any damage on the full blink. If you're ever low in lane, you can go up to the side shop and buy a Ring of Regen and use it for 10 seconds before the sell price goes back to half. Then just keep rebuying it and reselling it every 10 seconds for regen without having to go back to base. Normally you will get stopped if you try moving outside of the map as Bat Rider, but if you go into your options, go to advanced hotkeys and set a directional move, then it will hold that key while moving and it will allow you to fly outside of the map. If an Earthshaker is ever annoying you with his fissures and blocking your path, and pathing makes you go all the way around, even if there's an enemy right here you want to shoot, you can easily stop the terrible pathing by going to your options, going to advanced hotkeys, and setting a directional move which will stop any pathing. So for instance, if Earthshaker would again want to fissure and block my path, instead of making my character go all the way around, I would hold that hotkey down and move, and I would walk straight up to the fissure without pathing making me go around. Silver Edge can disable Huskar's bonus damage from Ags. Survive Tornado by using your magic wand while shifting with it. If you hold shift and then activate it while in Tornado, when you land, you'll use all your charges.